Story when it comes to building a business. To some, it's never an easy task to partake, and to some, they have very good stories of how they started from scratch and built their empires to profitability. And that's the reason why Bizna Kenya and MC Moments have partnered to bring you Biz Talks. Biz Talks. And here we shall be hosting mentors, people who have gone ahead of us, people who have created these empires, people who have also on the verge of creating these particular big businesses. And these lessons will be valuable for you, the business person, for you, the aspiring business person, the entrepreneur, so that at least you can make wise decisions when it comes to building that business. So every Friday at 8 a.m. on all business platforms, that's the Facebook and YouTube. Good morning and welcome to Biz Talks. I hope you're keeping well from wherever you are. Karibu sana. It's still a little bit of the Nairobi winter. I don't know what happens these mornings, but today by there I'll tell you of a product you can be taking to keep yourself a bit safe, especially during this season of Corona, because the guest in the house today, a lot of things. Today we're talking about leadership in business, and guess who is in the house? The CEO, Premier Foods Limited. Yeah, I know you're wondering what is that, but if you know Peptan, I'm sure in your house, wherever you go, there must be something Peptan-ish somehow. And I'm sure you'll get to know more about this because my table later on I'll be showing you, we have a shop now. Even our shop is full of those products. So Joseph Choge is right here. Karibu sana to the show, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's good to see you. It's good to have you here. Thanks so much for that. It's like decoration. The number of products. We'll be talking about all that now. But first, as usual, I want you to flip your cup because I will serve you some nice Melvin's cup of tea.
Okay.
I don't know what you're going to have. Have you made a choice yet?
Yep, I chose masala tea.
You're such a man. Masala chai. Is it?
Yes.
I've been taking a lot of hibiscus because it doesn't need sugar or anything.
Yeah.
But today, let me just copy you a bit. I'll also have a masala.
Fantastic.
Are you going to have it with hot water or with some milk? What's your choice?
Hot water and a little milk.
And a little milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I come from, we milk a lot.
And where is that, by the way? We can start that conversation. Where do you come from?
I come from Kalenjin land in Kitale.
In Kitale?
Yeah.
So
we grow maize.
Yeah.
And then lots of milk to go with.
I forgot to ask you whether you like it a lot of milk or a little milk. Or
just a bit, just a little bit.
So is this fair enough?
That's fair enough.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. There you go.
Very
there you
good,
go.
very
So feel free, go ahead.
Thank you.
And where you come from, do you take sugar or?
No, I don't. We don't take sugar.
Oh, you don't take sugar?
We don't take. We're healthy people.
We're healthy guys, right?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about some of the products because they're also super healthy.
Yeah.
So if you're watching us right now, please click on that share button. Let everybody know that Peptan is in the house and they're willing and ready to get to learn. So today I said it's all about tips from the people who have led and gone ahead of you. If you're an SME, a business person, or you need a spoon as well. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you very much.
So if you need to learn, please feel free to do that. Now, if you're watching us, please let me know where you're watching us from, and so that at least we can give a shout out. And if you know Joseph as well, say hi. We're going to check him out.
Yeah.
So thanks, man, for coming.
My pleasure.
I can just admire. I just want to tell our viewers that all the products that you guys do at Peptan, there are so many they couldn't fit on the table. So it's just good to mention that you came with a whole pack that could not fit here.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot. So, my first question definitely is always when people ask you who Joseph is, who do you say Joseph is?
Comes with a myriad of answers. Yeah,
yes.
So I consider myself, I'm a husband.
Yes.
Yeah, to a beautiful girl called Brenda.
Wow. Shout out to Brenda.
Yes. A father.
Yeah.
To beautiful kids.
Yeah.
A business leader. Having traversed the various corporates.
No doubt about you being
within the country and outside. So that's pretty much me. A guy from the humble beginnings and just trying to trailblaze and probably inspire many to grow. Yeah.
Please allow me. I know I had not prepared you for this because I just want to tell our viewers, quick shoot, that where did you go to primary school again?
Lokichar Primary School.
Where we are now drilling
in Turkana. We are drilling, in fact,
Turkana. Yeah.
I wish I knew. You know, I could see when I was in primary,
Yes.
I could see some wet stuff under the sand.
You didn't know that was...
Maze, if I knew it was oil, we wouldn't be talking this, Nene. I'll be it's called a dollar billionaire, petrodollar.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I tell you. But then, speaking of which, I don't know what happened. I left us drilling. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I don't know what went...
I don't know what went where.
I don't know. Yeah, but Lokichar was fantastic. That really humbled me in my life. We used to eat 3 biscuits and uji for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. It was crazy.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was, and then the sun, of course, 40 plus.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to keep. I know there's a lot we can talk about your life, but it's good to mention. So, from Turkana, then you went to. You told me in Kitale somewhere.
No, Litein. Litein is in Kericho. Litein High School.
Litein High School.
Yeah.
And then now you went.
Then I went to the University of Nairobi.
University of Nairobi.
Chiromo campus. Yes.
Lovely. What were you studying?
I studied. I took a BSc in mathematics.
Does maths have something to do with business? You know, now you're a business leader. You know.
Yeah. No, business has always been in my blood. After high school, if you read me somewhere, I've talked about selling milk like crazy. I was a proper milk hawker. Selling, started with the bike.
Yes.
Selling a couple of liters of milk and just ballooned into several liters of milk.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't want to go to campus after making some good time.
Yes.
So business has always been there. And besides the BSc, I did CPA. To just get the proper business acumen now from an educational perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
lovely.
That helped to balance the two.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So after campus.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to let me call your company Peptang because
Yeah.
that's the brand name, right?
Yeah.
Did you go straight to Peptang or did you have some other places that built you to where you are?
Yeah. I hoped a bit. First of all, Tarmac.
Which is common.
Yeah. Tarmac seriously.
Tarmac a bit.
Yeah, Tarmac seriously. And then the journey began.
Okay.
A little bit of Barclays as an accounts assistant in the finance department.
Okay.
Moved to a company called Real Insurance. So Real Insurance is now bought. It was Royal Insurance, changed to Real Insurance, then bought by Britam.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 2 years as an investment officer, investment and treasury. Fantastic experience there.
Yeah.
From there, I moved to Unilever.
Yeah.
Unilever East and Southern Africa. First, I started with Unilever Tea Kenya as a financial accountant there. Did a stint in the tea business.
Yeah.
Then moved to the consumer business where we did this other stuff, the Roycos, the Blue Band, and the likes.
Okay.
Did there, a great place to work. Enjoyed myself, grew.
Yeah.
Then from there, I moved to Airtel Africa.
Okay.
Airtel Africa then was based on Mombasa Road. I think now we're the Oval Office.
Yeah.
So I did Airtel Africa for 2 years, exactly 2 years, as a strategic assistant for the group CFO of Africa. We were looking after 17 African countries.
Wow.
So that was an amazing experience as well. Then one day I just tell the guy I want an operating company experience and I want it to be some, French-speaking country. I don't speak French. I didn't speak French then. And that's how I ended up in Gabon.
Oh, you went to Gabon?
I went to Gabon as a general manager of finance there.
Hey, with the language barrier?
I'm telling you, Google translates up to the shop. I would go. I ever went to a supermarket to buy chicken.
Yes.
Then I was wondering, how come this French chicken is so small? Then a friend comes in when I want to start cooking and asks me, hey, I didn't know you like quails this much. I was digging in a quail, man, thinking it's chicken.
So that's small,
So baptism by fire.
Baptism by fire.
Yeah.
Wow, so how long were you in Gabon, man?
Gabon, I was there for 4.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have learned some French now.
Yeah. I say un peu. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, just a little bit.
I can, we can converse and at least I can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can relate to the
lovely,
French.
Apart from the greeting, I'm so...
After bonjour is finished,
I'm done, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so lovely. Did 4.5 years in Gabon. After Gabon is when I came to my current employer, who is IPS, Industrial Promotional Services. So I've been with IPS for the last 4.5 years.
Wow.
1 year with the telcos. We have telcos in Uganda, Tanzania, and Burundi. So I was looking after the telcos.
Yeah.
Did that for a year. Then moved to now my baby, Premier Foods, now Peptang.
Wow.
Where we've now been churning out products and,
amazing products.
Enjoying the game as we go by.
As it flows,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Let me first of all give a shout out to Melos STL. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Kibwana Swale, Nemo as well. Oh, and by the way, Nemo, I'll tell you something about Nemo. She's the one who does this amazing
Oh,
shirts.
wow.
I mean, you see how good I'm looking, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to
Where
transform
do we
you a bit.
pima?
Right away. It's
Yeah.
called Spot on Apparel.
Spot on Apparel.
Spot on Apparel.
Yeah.
I'll connect you with her right away.
Please.
And Geoffrey Alemba as well watching. Rogers Kimwele. Thanks a lot, guys, watching from Kahawa. All the best. And by the way, if you use any Peptang product, let me know what you use.
Yeah.
Because the CEO is right here.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. So did you always envision yourself in leadership?
I think there's something. I believe some people are. You can be trained into leadership. Some are actually born into leadership.
Yeah.
I think from class 1 I've been a prefect, or it's called what? The
Yeah.
monitor in the
Yes,
class and all
monitor,
that
class
stuff.
prefect, yes.
I was my high school head boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I didn't do was campus. I didn't do anything. But I left that to my wife. She was the SONU treasurer.
Oh.
Yeah, at the University of Nairobi. Yeah. So still in the family.
Still in the family.
So sort of that it's always been there.
Yeah.
Did I envisage that today I'll probably be leading
such a large multinational
corporation? Yeah. I'll probably say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank God for this far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Gladys Ibrahim, thanks a lot. You're tuned in. Asante Sana. So, this is a multinational. I mean, because when I look at all the range of products which I'll be displaying, and I am sure some of our viewers can see even the most latest ones.
Yeah.
As I told you guys, when I started, I'll tell you about something that you need to recharge yourself, some ginger, lemon, honey. No need to go and cook these things up and mess yourself up.
Yeah.
This is ready to go.
Ready to
Taken
go.
cold or warm.
Warm, you can heat it.
Whichever the way.
Ambient temperature, the way it is, up to you.
I don't know. My flow of questions now is already mixed up. Let me just finish on that. So now, this must have been one of your firing brands, especially during this season.
I'll tell you, when everyone was complaining about Corona is here, business is going down, we were asking ourselves, there's always a silver lining, what could be the opportunity within this adversity at the moment? And most of the Kenyans were going under the mattress with the eucalyptus and putting, the steam and all that stuff. Remember,
I have gone through that.
You've gone through it. I've done it myself. My parents, in fact, if you go to my parents' house, you have to do it, man. Yeah. So it helps quite a bit. And then there's cooking of the ginger, lemon, and honey, boiling all the evenings and all this stuff. Man. Then we thought, the innovation steam. Why can't we make it easy for the consumer?
You're right.
You go home, you have it. If you want it hot, just put it in the microwave or just chemusha, and you run with it. And I mean, as soon as you take this thing and the way that ginger hits you here, Rona just runs.
I like that. So no need to stain your pots there in the house,
Yeah.
Ready to go, by the way. And it's already in the supermarkets.
Nearest supermarket,
excellent.
Available. Yeah.
Lovely,
yeah.
Lovely. Wow, my goodness. People are tuned in and they're giving shout outs here. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just read this one. I know. I have jumped. I'm telling you, I'm a bit confused. I think it's because of all the products you brought here. Peptang was the tomato sauce of choice.
Yeah.
It still is, right?
Yes.
Are you still doing tomato sauce?
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
He said what? That you need to return to also the other original taste he's talking about. I know. There's chili sauce as well. I love the brand, so give us back our product. I don't know what original sauce she's talking about.
Okay, I need to find out.
You need to find out, right?
Yeah, what
That's
what
okay,
he's talking
Grace.
about. But all the products that we've done since 1935.
Yes.
We still have the same product in your
still
shelves.
have them.
Yeah,
okay.
So do
not worry. Maybe you're the one
just
who's gone to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. I'll get to the comments later on, guys. But let me know what you're watching and let me know what you take as well, courtesy of Peptang. I have a feeling everybody in this place has a Peptang product. So let's get into now understanding and getting to know about the, just Premier Foods. So tell us about this company, just Premier Foods, just in general, in brief, and we can talk about some of your range of products. I know you may not mention them all, but just a few that we have.
So Premier Foods is a constituent of the Aga Khan Development Network. Under the IPS, Industry Promotional Services, which is the infrastructure and industrial arm of the AKDN group. So we have, brands that have been in existence since 1935. And we pride ourselves as a home of quality, doing a myriad of products from you know, our flagship is the sauces, right?
Absolutely.
So it's been our bread and butter, almost 50% of our business.
Yeah.
So there's, of course, the sauces comes in different ranges: chili sauce, tomato sauce, ketchup.
Yeah.
We do even pizza sauce for all the big chains for pizza. We supply them with our pizza sauce. Yeah. So when you take your pizza wherever you're taking,
so that sweet thing is from you guys,
it's from us, you know. We've have the jam, Peptang jam.
Yeah.
I think somewhere here we have some canned stuff. We have
the jam is so common, by the way.
Yes,
I remember growing up with it as well. I still
correct,
have it. Yes.
correct. So jam, fantastic product. We have the baked beans for your breakfast in the morning. We have the tomato paste for your cooking.
Yeah.
With the vinegar. We have lime. We have this juice that I really love, Oak Valley.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have peanut butter.
We have peanut butter.
My goodness, we have lime juice as well.
Lime juice here. I know the guys who like the mixing, you know.
Yes.
The whiskey guy.
Yeah. They will mix with some.
With some lime as well.
Wow.
Hey. I mean,
let me spare you because you can't mention that.
We'll finish the program.
I know.
Mentioning products.
Mentioning the products, right?
Yeah.
Goodness. Do you use any of it? Let me know. My goodness. Okay, so let's just get to know about the growth of the company, you know, just to where it is, because a lot of SMEs that come here really wish and really look forward to, you know, any secrets that may be there to, you know, to growth.
Yeah.
And I just want you to paint for us the landscape. I know you're not just locally here. Yeah. That's why I use the word multinational.
Yeah, yeah.
How large are you in terms of supplies?
So we pride ourselves as a company that has been able to, you know, not only produce for consumption within the country, but also, you know, bringing in the foreign currency by taking our products to various places in the world.
Wow.
So our biggest market, of course, is the East African market. Kenya, Tanzania, South Sudan.
South Sudan.
Amazing. It's been an amazing country for us. Burundi and the likes.
Yeah.
We also take to Dubai, to Qatar, to the UK. In fact, there's a lot of consumption of our chili sauce in the UK. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it's out of this world. It's mind-boggling. Australia, Canada, the US. I mean, we wherever you go,
you'll find
you'll find us. You'll find our products.
I mean, it's good to know that, by the way. And you know, I've just picked one of it here. It's called habanero.
Yes,
that's how you pronounce it.
Habanero chili, yeah.
Habanero chili.
Yeah. Yeah. In the office, I just call it more fire.
More fire.
Yeah.
This is the chili that is just fire.
Yeah. It's quite hot. Yeah. Somebody should try. You know.
Somebody should try this, right?
Yeah. Just a dice.
Well, I will not try it here because I may not end up doing the show anymore. But anyway, wow. Yeah. So this is some of the range of products.
Some of the ranges of the
products.
Yeah. And so so from that supply to the various markets, we also have this supply chain linked to our farmers back here in Kenya, who, you know, myriads of products. They bring for us tomatoes, they bring for us the chilies, you know, the strawberries that actually go into the fruits, the plums, from the, you know, different areas. And we also have, you know, like our Orchid Valley juice, for example, the mango. We have a crushing plant for mango, so we actually produce pulp
out of it.
That is used to make the juices, and we actually sell a big chunk of that pulp to different companies within the country.
Lovely.
And one of our biggest customers is actually Cook themselves.
So they also make those products.
Exactly. And we even ship to Europe and other overseas countries. So we partner with farmers to, for example, do the mango planting. You know, passion. So we do a lot of yellow passion. It's still not enough. I encourage people to grow this. This is one fruit that I just can't get enough.
I know, right?
Yeah, we just can't get enough. So guys need to go and try, understand this product and actually grow them. We can actually support in terms of seedlings and things like that. But we want a lot of yellow passion.
Lovely. And you know, we're encouraging people, you know, listen, go back to the firms. There's a lot of things you can do outside there. Wow. So, you know, I as you're speaking, I'm just thinking, so directly, definitely you have employees you've employed. I would want to know the number. And then there's definitely the number you can't keep of the indirect people who just supply things to you. So what numbers do you have in your company?
We are, so it depends. We are at a 500 strong workforce.
Wow. 500, that's not a small number.
And during a peak, you know, it goes whenever we have the seasons where mangoes are spiking and all that, we can have up to 600, 700, depends on the season. But an average of 500 strong workforce, most of whom are actually from within our area of Babadogo. And it's amazing blending with the community around there.
Lovely, absolutely. And of course, creating employment for these guys.
Absolutely.
My goodness, okay. So still more on the company. So how would you describe the business environment? Of course, definitely, let's start local because, as I said, I host a lot of SMEs here who are, first of all, local. Most of them are just here. And of course, hoping to grow big like you are. But before we get to the journey of how to scale up, how is the environment so far here? Are there some challenges you see, things you could improve? But so far from where you see it, how is it?
I would say, the environment is how you see it, in my opinion. It can be tough if you want it to be tough. You can make it look like a walk in the park as well, if you want to. The thing is just knowing how to maneuver. For example, if you're in the space that we are in, food manufacturing and distribution, for example. If you are an SME and you want your product to go out there, how have you planned your distribution channels, for example? What kind of partners are you partnering with?
Absolutely.
There are partners who can make your life hell and your product will never penetrate, right? And then there are partners who you meet and they are part of your business and you make them feel a part of your business. And especially by how, the kind of margins you give, how you treat them when there are any, kind of issues within the pipeline. And you tend to forge a partnership between the business and them. They're actually part of you. They're actually part of your business. And then they tend to make the business environment smooth. But if you go to the macro, micro economic environments, some could be out of your control.
You're right.
Today you are grappling, for example, where I sit is hotels are a big portion of our market.
Very true.
So can you imagine the whole tourism industry being suppressed because of the travel restrictions as a result of the coronavirus pandemic? So the question is, that segment of my market, almost 20-25% of my top line, it's coming from this segment. And all of a sudden, there's no inflow coming from this segment.
There's nothing happening.
Should I start crying and say, things are crazy, we need to lay people off, blah, blah, blah? No. How do you reinvent yourself within such adversities?
You're right.
That's how the Dawahs of this world
come. That's how the Dawahs are here now, the recharge.
Recharge down. You have to you even recharge the business now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you realize that even without knowing the opportunities that you actually didn't know exist. But it's because of such moments that bring out the best in you and the company.
You're right.
Yeah, so if you ask me about the environment, it's up to you, man. It's how you see it. It can be hard, it can be easy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just thinking, sometimes sitting at the helm there has a lot of challenges because and we're going to talk about challenges and how you guys did navigate through the COVID-19, because we're still there though. Still trying to recover. It calls for a lot of innovation because you're here, you have your over 500 employees and guys who are benefiting from you indirect. And so a lot of people are looking up to you, man, on the decisions you'll make.
Correct.
And you've talked about, thinking and innovating. But is there a lot of pressure there for you?
To be honest, sometimes I feel when you're at the helm, you feel like you're a father and you have a lot of children.
Absolutely.
And it's your responsibility to actually ensure these people eat. And they're in a good frame of mind.
Absolutely.
When Corona hit, there was a lot of stress within the work environment. People, you could hear companies are shutting down, people losing jobs, and they create anxiety. Amidst this, how do you ensure that your people are,
still going on?
Still going on,
without worrying about losing this job.
In fact, that's the word. Without worry. To ensure that they still put food on the table. So, like you said, you have to. For me, you have to keep innovating. Any company, you stop innovating, you die. You have to keep reinventing yourself. Putting the ear on the ground. What does the consumer want? And actually living up to that every other day. So, if for me that daddy feeling And even when I look at my children every day,
Yeah.
I know I have a huge responsibility to
Yeah.
handle, and I can't afford to let these people down. So that, when you ask for pressure, that's pressure for me.
That's pressure
Yeah,
for
and
you.
I love it. I love
Absolutely.
it. It's why I wake up every day. And it's not just about my people or my
Yeah.
employees or all that stuff.
Yeah.
That, small scale farmer down there,
Absolutely. Who has to supply
has
to
to
you.
supply,
Yeah.
and to be able to take that kid to school.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
relate.
You're right.
Because that was me one time, right?
Absolutely.
So the pressure, it's
It's
there,
there,
but
it's there.
you just have to carry it.
That's why I adapted this subject today on just purely, we use the word leadership because
Yeah.
we want to really as well, get as much from you on how to lead in such particular
Yeah.
times. So let me know your experience with Peptang. What do you use, by the way? You never know. Maybe I might give you something. He came with a lot of things. So, but anyway, I mean, that's interesting to look through. And, now that you've touched a little bit on the challenges, just wanted to point out some of the challenges that Bainey leadership, first of all, but based on the company challenges that you face so far. You're a multinational man.
Yeah.
I know I'll be talking about crisis later on, but some of the challenges you face.
So I think, especially now, the biggest challenge has been unpredictability of the environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
It's very uncertain, by the way.
Very, very uncertain. Because I'll tell you, for example, there's some ingredients that we actually import
Yeah.
and bring into the country.
Yeah.
But some of these chaos in the international logistics market, there are no containers. I don't know what is happening.
Oh
Are
my.
people hoarding? I don't know what is happening there.
For
What you
holding
used to
containers.
get, can you imagine what you used to get in a month?
Yeah.
You're now getting in 4-5 months.
Oh no.
So if you are not stocked well, you
Yeah.
go on stock outs, and that means you actually stocked out in the shelves.
Yeah.
And I normally tell my team,
Yeah.
never ever give a chance for my customer
Yeah.
to taste competition product.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you can never be stocked
They
out.
might go.
You can order the other one and think, okay, it's not
something else.
bad, eh? No. But I want them to know that the number one quality, the one product that they've always had is, Peptang.
Yeah.
And now having this unpredictable environment can actually lead you to positions where you can't even avail the product to that consumer.
Absolutely.
So that's been a key challenge. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Then there's been interborder issues.
Yeah, now that you're crossing borders,
you're
you're
crossing
right.
to our sister countries. Across.
Yeah.
There are challenges. There are challenges.
They're all over the news.
Yeah,
I've seen. I'm
you've
sure you must
seen,
have faced some challenges accessing those markets.
So especially, I think in the last year or so,
Yeah.
it was a bit tough. You could even stay at the border for a couple of days. You have to pay the transporter for all those days. It wipes out everything that you are supposed to be getting from actually transporting across. And actually making penetration into those markets very, very tough.
Yeah.
So I'm actually happy now that the environment is a bit is better. A bit. Okay, of course the pandemic is still affecting. You can have lockdowns in Uganda here and there that is affecting consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the things. Today, for example,
Yeah.
I don't even know how we're gonna sell during the December season because December in all industries is the biggest month.
It's the biggest month.
It's a festival month.
People are buying.
Think about it this year. Kids will be in school until 23rd of December.
Oh.
Those are the biggest driver of consumption.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What happens now in
I
such a
see your
case?
point.
You get,
I see your point, yeah.
So it's the environment has just been jumbled up. So it's a question of how do we as business people adapt?
Yeah.
So I have to deliver a big December today. And
Yeah.
that's the task I give to the team today. We have to deliver a big December as usual, even with the kids in school.
Absolutely.
How are we going to do it? That's the question.
Yeah, you're right, because kids, when they're at home, definitely
Yeah.
buying power, all
Yeah,
those kind of things. December is the
exactly.
month to do all these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about competition? Do you have competition?
I'm telling you, it's cutthroat.
It's cutthroat,
It's
eh?
cutthroat competition.
Ala?
I think the last 3 or 4 years, somehow people realize they can make sauces or something.
Yeah.
Everyone is cooking from the kitchen, from the garage, I don't know. And there are myriads of small brands that
are coming
some not even compliant with the regulations and KEB standards and all this.
Yeah.
Yeah? And the problem is the wallet, the Kenyan's consumer's wallet is really thin at the moment.
Yeah, you're right.
And the guy is asking myself, should I go to that premium Peptang?
Yeah.
or I just take anything red on the street to be able to put on that chips.
Yeah.
Because I cannot, there's no much money to spare.
You're right. Yeah.
So such, with the dwindling now consumer power.
Absolutely.
Now that's affecting our consumption, and the competition now is not even, the peer competition, the one that would go head to head.
Yeah.
Is actually this
small
guys
scale
masquerading as industries, but not providing, not taking care, especially of the health of the consumer. On the way they are actually making these products. But because the consumer is looking at it from a financial perspective as opposed to quality, then these people actually become competition to us.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah,
I see that.
And actually, if you ask me, it's actually a rallying call for me to the authorities to actually not necessarily protect me. I don't mind competition.
Yes.
My quality will take care of that.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
But I want the authorities to protect the consumer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. From a health perspective.
Yeah. From a health perspective.
From a health perspective.
And even the competition needs to be fair as well.
Exactly.
The regulations that you have to pay, somebody else needs to also
exactly.
go through
I
the
pay
same
taxes. I go through all the, the requirements that are being done.
Yeah.
They don't incur those costs.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
Making from whatever
Wherever
conditions
they are,
that you're making from. Yeah, and so that doesn't give. That's why you can be able to offer a very low, price. That I can never do.
That you can never do
if I'm doing a straight business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question about building trust because, as I said, growing up, I see Peptang on the table.
Yeah.
As a child, so definitely whenever I go, I'm only looking for the brand I know.
Yeah.
What's your advice? Because now we're shifting to advising SMEs about building, a trust with your customer.
Yeah.
What would you say and advise them?
For me, it's simple. You have to anchor yourself on quality.
Quality.
Anchor yourself on quality and be consistent.
Yeah.
Over and over. Somehow that brand love just emanates. Once I know that Peptang honey is, a quality honey, I know, and the consumer needs to know that it's authentic. Yeah. It's done the right way, and that message is hammered to the consumer over and over, persistently over a period of time.
Yeah.
And every time they take your product, it's the same consistent quality.
Yeah.
And you've been the same. I can say my tomato sauce is the same since 1935.
Yes, it's the same. Yes.
Yeah. So we've built a relationship with the consumer. So for an SME, I would say just the same thing. Anchor yourself on quality.
Yeah.
Be consistent in doing the same.
Yeah.
And constantly engage with your consumer.
You're right.
If there's any complaint from a consumer, please tackle it with the speed it deserves. Let the consumer know that he's king. For me, customer is king.
Absolutely.
It's the reason we exist. It's the reason we do business.
You're right.
So if my customer is not happy, then all of us are not happy.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to kill the brand. So
speaking of which, as I said, and I know we had a chant before, they say that only tall trees face strong winds.
Yeah.
You're up there in the market, man.
Yeah.
You're a multinational, definitely.
Yeah.
It means you face crisis most of the times. It could be genuine. Yeah. Some are just malicious. Yeah. Some are those competitors who are feeling like, Allah, we need to try and make this look funny, all those kind of things. First of all, do you face such things?
You'll always face them.
As
long as, somebody gave an analogy of a tree with, fruits. Yeah. That's the one that gets stones, right? Yeah. So that you get the fruit down or something. Yeah. So it's a similar thing. When you're doing a good job in the market, somebody will always there will always be those malicious ones doing things to probably tarnish your name. But like I said, what has helped us is that brand name and brand loyalty. Yes. Even if you try to do whatever, it's ring-fenced by the fact that whenever we churn out products into the shelves, into the market, into the consumer space, somebody knows that this is coming from the home of quality. There's that trust that you already built. Absolutely. That helps to cement that. Yeah. So even if you throw stones from whatever distance, we have this armor that tends to shield us from all this noise and things like that. Okay. Yeah. And so I hope you're taking some tips there. Let me just read a comment from someone who heard you speak. Yeah. He's saying, this is Austin. He's saying,
ati my brother, you should not call Peptech a baby. Please tell him this is a very big brand out here. So I think it's a grown-up, right? I think you had that one.
Yeah.
And thanks for Geoffrey Lemba as well, following on YouTube as well. Let me know where you are checking us from. Thanks so much for those kind of things, you know. So we're talking about dealing with
Maybe I
crisis,
should answer him.
You should answer him.
I call it my baby because I eat, sleep, drink Peptide. it's
There you have it.
Yeah,
there, that's
yeah,
a good answer.
yeah.
That's the baby. You know?
Yeah.
A baby will always be a baby, whether they want, is it?
Yes.
In fact, somebody said whether you grow old to what age, you still remain a baby to your parents.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So since 1935,
yes,
still my baby.
Still your baby,
Yeah.
even before you were born. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I think we have jumped into now just helping SMEs, and I had some few questions that I put down for just helping a little bit of our SMEs. Values, first of all. And now we're talking to really, because SMEs are led by people. And, you know, you have seen this kind of journey growth as well. Of such a multi-big company, you know, multinational company. And so there are definitely some values we would want to pick out from you as well from that. And so some of the questions that came through from people as well is, how would you describe your leadership style?
Interesting. You know, so when I was doing my MBA, there were those styles they were talking about, autocratic, I don't know what. My style is easy.
Your style is easy.
Very easy. I empower teams.
Wow.
I let people do their job.
Yeah.
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 You know, somebody was leaving the company the other day.
Yeah.
And he says, working with Joseph makes life so easy because he lets you do your thing.
Yeah.
For him,
Yeah.
he just asks you for results.
Wow.
At the end of the day,
Results.
it's results.
Just
right?
bring the results.
Then,
absolutely.
so that's the thing. Just empower your teams. Let people have the autonomy to make decisions. Yeah, and there's nothing as good as when you know you're doing something, you're running it, so you tend to own it.
You own it.
So I'll only come for guidance, probably a few questions that can actually trigger some thoughts from you.
Right.
Yeah,
You're right.
to be able to see whether we're still on the right track or you need to navigate in a certain direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
I like that.
Let the teams roll. And
I think my takeout from that is empower teams.
Yeah,
Empower the
yeah,
teams.
period.
You know, they will own up whatever
absolutely,
they do.
absolutely.
Lovely there. Very good answer there. What values are most important to you as a leader? Do you ascribe to some? Definitely, I know there's some.
Yeah. So different. So the integrity is key.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In whatever it is that you do. That's why even churning out products have to be, you know, don't cut shortcuts.
Yeah, the quality that you've promised people must be the same.
You have to deliver on the same.
Yeah.
So that element of trust has to be built from that.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm a loyal guy, very fiercely loyal, right?
Yeah.
Both to anything I do, I give it my all. I normally say I work like I'm working for God.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you know, actually, the Bible has a place for that. You know? Work unto Him.
Unto Him.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the things fall in place.
Yeah.
You see, every day I come to the work to grind. If you're not a self-starter as an individual and always have to be pushed and things like that, and you're not, you know, self-propelling, I'm promising you're never gonna go. In fact, you'll labor all your life.
Yeah.
For me, I call this play. I enjoy what I do.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good value.
Yeah.
You know, you have to love what you're doing.
just love it. Just love. Once you love what you do,
Yes.
you never. Somebody said you never have to work a day in your life. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Wow. Dive in. Be loyal.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you talked about integrity. And we need that because honestly, which is a value. And allow me to just dig deeper into this because there's a lot of erosion of values that's happening. And I'll say this, when for the last, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years, headlines on our news is about corruption. This one stole this, this one stole that. All those kind of things, shortcuts, all that. Somebody has become a billionaire by the day, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think we are bringing up a generation that now believes just get the deal and you're done. And now there's no more hard work of those kind of things. Have you noticed that?
It's very sad. It's very sad. In fact, there was some point where the most popular degree was procurement. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, because it's a place to eat.
It's the place to eat, man.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. Oh, it's extremely sad.
Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't help because the helm of our leadership, say in our either corporates or in governments, have shown that you take these positions to enrich yourselves, which is a bad thing. And so what happens, you know, kids don't necessarily, or when we grow up, most of the time we learn from emulating what the elders are doing, right? So that's exactly what they're saying.
You're right.
And that's why there's a whole queue on procurement.
I see what you're talking about.
Hey,
that's an interesting finding. I'll check it out by then and give you more serious facts on that. Okay. What do you attribute to your success so far? Definitely the fact that you, and this is why now I'm bringing another story. You were on the news the other day. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's a nomination, or what do we call it? Is it a nomination?
Appointment.
It's an appointment.
Yeah.
And you're going to be heading Unga Group Limited.
Yeah.
Lovely, man. Congrats, man.
Asante.
This is raising the radar.
Yeah.
So what do you attribute to this success, bro?
So God is big in my life. Yeah?
Wow, lovely. It's good to know.
I attribute everything to Him.
Yeah.
And I always say, you know, once you love whatever it is that you do, if today I'm selling all the Peptang products, and I own it, it's mine, because that's why I probably use the word my baby.
Yes, your baby.
I wake
absolutely.
up and drink, eat, and do what I do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If tomorrow I was go to sell, you know, flour, it's the same thing. I'll embrace it with me, with all of me, and just being consistent, trying to exemplify excellence in all that I do.
Wow.
And the most important thing is to work with people. I enjoy working with great teams, building great teams.
Absolutely.
And I actually attribute probably all my success to the people. So sometimes when you are at the top, people tend to take the accolades. You're shining. I didn't come up with Dow.
You did not.
Somebody worked very hard somewhere in a lab, in an institution. Those are the people. So the question is, how do you bring out the best in those people? So that all of us shine at the end of the day.
You're right.
So it's as simple as that.
As
it's
you
the
put
team
it,
that
empower your
makes you
team.
grow. Yeah, just empower them, let them do their thing. And all of us will be happy. Everyone grows as a result. You know.
So when do you take the helm of your new assignment that is coming?
The new assignment starts on 1st of December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now to the
still a mixture.
So you're gonna be still in people's homes.
Still, yeah. We're still, and you know, and it's amazing because both entities have heritage brands.
You're right.
We are over 80 years for both of them.
No, absolutely. Unga as well has been Unga.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we grew up on, right?
Yeah.
So I guess exciting times ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go back to businesses, I still want to stick to your position and leadership. So what do you do to motivate your team, especially during a time of crisis like you had now?
Yeah. So, you know, first thing for, especially in times of crisis, is actually to ensure that there's no worry. People are calm, right?
Yeah.
They need to know that the jobs are secure.
Yeah.
And you know, they're gonna still enjoy what they're doing without any fear.
Absolutely.
But most importantly is you know, a lot of reward for performance.
Yeah.
If somebody performs well, they should be rewarded. And that's what I normally say. People should share in the cake.
Very true.
Most of the times, people in business tend to want to keep everything to themselves, not knowing that if you share, the size of the pie even becomes bigger. Because me and you are going to toil hard to just get that extra bonus or that token of appreciation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's one of the, you know, biggest motivators. And for me, like I said, I'm very easy. You'll find me on the floor.
Yes.
At the factory. Tunagota na wasee huko.
Lovely. So it's just going to the people,
and just being with them.
with the people.
Yeah. You're not in some glass ceiling or something.
Okay.
Yeah, you be on the ground with the people. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
It's a tough question here. Describe one of your biggest failures and some of the lessons you learned out of it that contributed now to your success.
Wow. Biggest failure.
Yeah. Is failure a very big word?
No, it's okay. It's actually good. I'm just trying to pick
I have a friend who said I don't keep a record of my failures, but please don't throw that line.
Can I borrow from him? I'd like to just pick the positives and run with the positives. Those are these failures, I think one, probably from where I sit today, we have ready-to-drink juice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's called Pep, very small. I don't know if we have it here.
Okay.
I don't know whether we didn't market it well, we didn't do whatever it needs, because it's a very good product inside. And I put a sleeve, a full sleeve around the bottle.
Oh.
Okay. And somebody said, one of my business mentors told me, I think you should make sure the product is seen as much as possible.
See what you're...
Yeah, but I told him, I want to try and fail myself. Then I know. And I actually failed. I think I failed. I didn't quite achieve the sales. We sold, yes.
Yeah.
But it didn't balloon or hit as it should have.
As it should have.
And today, as we speak, I'm working on a sleeve that is half humble. I ate a humble pie and going to tell this guy, you were right. So sometimes it's also good to listen to wise counsel. This guy has been in business for long, and he told me, let the product show.
People want to see what they're taking.
What the content of what they're taking. But I thought I had a very sexy sleeve that I wanted to show the market. Yeah, pick the learnings and move on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, lovely.
That's why in the DAWA now you can be able to see the product and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something called PFIL scholarship that you guys, it's a program that you learn as a PFL scholarship program. You give it to your employees. What is this all about?
So it's one of the things that touch my heart, and which I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
So every year, our kids of the, our factory workers, do KCPE. Yeah. Yeah. And so most of the times, the school fees is not cheap. Yeah. And what we do is we select a few who've done very well. Yeah. And we know probably, the parents need support as well from a financial perspective to be able to take those kids to school. Yeah. Yeah, and we've managed to take several now to various high schools. Yeah. And every time I sign those checks, it just gives me so much satisfaction because I know what education can do to a kid and transform life. I'm a product of what education has done to change my life. Yes. If I can do that to another kid, anytime, I would do it 10 times. I wish the budget could even allow so that we just take all the, as many kids as possible. But the little we do, has gone a long way, and I like the fact that the team actually appreciates what we do for them.
Okay, lovely. Yeah. Let me shoot back because there's some questions as well from SMEs here. Yeah. Does Premier Foods collaborate with SMEs, and if so, how? Do you collaborate?
So it's from a supply perspective. Yes. Okay. If you come as an SME and tell me, or meet our procurement team and say we can be able to supply tomatoes for you at this rate and meet your quality standards. The guys we work with today are SMEs. Yeah. Yeah. So they're those who bring for us honey. Yeah. They are those who do small contracts here and there. They're the ones probably fixing the pavements and doing. So we have lots of that. So from a supply perspective, lots of our suppliers are actually SMEs and individuals. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. So send in your questions. We have about 10 minutes before we end, so I can answer some of the questions. Do you have any question for our guest today, CEO Peptan? I'm still using that name because that's what he's known. Yeah. And guys telling me they have products in their homes. Thanks a lot for all those things that you're talking about. So let me just shoot in some of the questions that have come in. I'm just sieving some through. So a lot of them are a bit personal, so that at least you can help us with, as we say today, we are going to milk you dry. How do you respond to criticism personally?
I think somebody said even to unhappy customers. How do you respond?
So
I'm sure you have seen somebody like who told you, what is this?
Yeah, what crap is this, you know?
I know.
Yeah, so the one thing I normally say is, especially when somebody's agitated or they're mad at you or they, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. You
always have to be low. You have to come. You have to try to neutralize the situation at any point in time. If both of you are here, it's just gonna be an explosion out of this one. Eh?
So it's gonna be fire now.
Yeah, we are
Sorry,
humble.
I wanted to use the word. It's gonna be habanero.
Habanero.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. You know. So just humble yourself. Take feedback.
Take feedback
positively. Yeah?
Yes.
You know, criticism. You know, in fact, I like the people who criticize us because they make us, you know, do a better thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who's just telling you you're doing very well, and then you never have to improve yourself.
Yeah.
So if I know today there is a spec in my product or something, I need to do what we call the root cause analysis.
Yeah.
To understand how that happened and how can I seal that forever. You know, that it never recurs again.
Yeah.
So we take it positively. Any feedback, negative or positive, and especially negative, we take it as positively. Yeah. And just go back and try to understand where is that customer coming from. If it's them, we need to educate them so that they understand what is our. You know, sometimes I'll tell you, for example, honey.
Yeah.
Honey is a product. If you even Google now, will tell you that naturally it crystallizes and becomes hard, right?
Yeah, it becomes hard. Yeah.
I can tell you 90% of people don't know that. And if it
they
crystallizes,
expect it to just remain smooth
and whatever and flowy.
Yeah.
And if it crystallizes today, they'll tell you guys are putting sugar. I get that complaint all the time.
You're adding sugar.
You're adding sugar. And you know, in the Europe, the one that crystallizes is more expensive. I'm telling you.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. So there's a lot of consumer education that needs to happen.
Consumer information, they need to know that.
Yeah. But before that happens, you already take a serious beating. And now managing that is
how I want to oneka sukari.
Oneka sukari, ini molasses. The things they say is crazy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's interesting that consumer information is really needed, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a way of measuring your own performance at work?
Yes. If it's not measurable, then we're not doing it in the first place.
You're not doing it.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes. There have to be clear KPIs.
Yes.
That you track.
Yeah.
You know, these are the milestones you need to reach. And I normally say, I don't put what we can achieve.
Yeah.
We stretch ourselves to the maximum.
Wow.
I want to know that we've tried to exhaust the tank as much as possible.
As much as possible.
So the strategy we're working on, we dubbed it the moonshot strategy. We were aiming for the moon.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest. It's not a walk in the park. For you to go to the moon, you have to stretch yourself to limits probably you've never imagined that you can do.
Absolutely.
And it's in such moments that you realize, oh my God, I can actually do bigger things than I actually thought my capability would take me. Yeah. So clear KPI is always there.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Somebody here, let me just mention the name, Philemon Kimwenyi. That's my boss.
Oh, okay.
See, among your 500.
All right. Hi, Philemon.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So some more questions here as well. Is there something you see leaders, especially in business, doing today that we should not condone? Whatever comment you have on that.
Some things that we do.
You see leaders doing, maybe from where you see it.
Yeah.
Maybe mistakes they do something and you know, you shouldn't do this.
No, probably handling crisis.
Yeah.
Probably could handle crisis different. Sometimes we're too quick to say things are thick and fold up.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want people to think from the implications of what you're doing. What is the consequences to the families of the people who are working with you, and what is the trickle down effect of that?
Yeah.
You know, for every employee probably that is working with you, for me, I affect a lot of families. Yeah, that employee probably is dependent, probably from the village. You could be the star of the village and probably helping. So what is the implication of our quick decisions that are probably not just based on numbers and sometimes not. With a bit of heart to it.
You're right.
Yeah, that would be my core.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another one here. I think you talked about results. I think he took that from you. Then he says, how do you monitor this performance of these people that you lead? so that you can ensure you have those results that you've talked about?
Yeah, so, the beauty with clear, measurable performance indicators is that you can track them. Okay. You know what milestones you are hitting every other time.
Yeah.
And in an organization, it's always layered, right?
Absolutely.
From the top there, this one has a team of say 5, this one has a team of 7, and probably on a monthly or a quarterly basis, you always touch posts with your leader to say, this is where we are at and where we are going.
Yes.
I can tell you, for example, I have a dashboard that I look at every morning. Even before I came here, Sammy had already sent the dashboard. Yeah. And I look at what did we do yesterday. I can tell you now how much I sold yesterday, how much of Orchid Valley I sold yesterday. It is that granular kind of detail that helps you know how you steer the business and how am I going to exit. Like as of yesterday, I knew I was talking to my head of sales and I'm telling him, we have a lot to catch up. I'm behind on what I need to exit at this month. Yeah. So because of the indicator the lagging indicator that has been given, I already know what we need to do or what kind of promotions we need to run to be able to catch up, to be able to exit a month at a certain growth vis-a-vis last year or vis-a-vis target.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, that's a good question, man. So it was monitoring your performance is another one here. What are the most effective ways you have used to create an inclusive environment for your team?
It's engagement, team building,
Okay.
Yeah. And for me, like that enabling environment, the one that I'm telling you, it's easy to be able to be themselves and bring out the best in them. Yeah. That for me is the biggest thing. Yeah. And as long as people don't abuse.
Yes.
Of course, once there's some, you give somebody leeway to do some things, then they can decide to now
do whatever.
head north or south. Yeah.
Yeah.
But responsible leaders would know that this is an environment to thrive. Yeah. And I've been lucky to have leaders who managed to take that up and just run with it and thrive within that environment.
Absolutely.
And it makes even your work easy because now the only thing is to meet, discuss how it's going, what needs to can change. Yeah. So that kind of engagement. And for the rest of the team, I mean, just being with them, socialize. You should have seen me look for a Jerusalem challenge dance. Yeah, I was the one dancing salsa inside with the team and all that stuff. It was amazing. So such things. They just need to know
that you relate with them.
You relate with them. You are not some God somewhere and
somewhere who cannot be reached.
No, yeah. Open door anytime.
Okay, this is an interesting question here. What's your advice to someone who wants to better themselves, to be a better version of themselves? What should they do? I think they're asking about what they can always do to better themselves up. Yeah. Maybe from what you do yourself.
So I mean, keep yourself sharp. Today, as I was coming here, I was listening to an audiobook, right? So I'm not very good at reading books. There is people sit in the bed. My wife does that.
Yes.
I can't.
You're not.
Yeah, but because I have this good commute time,
yes,
I managed to down so many books within a very short span of time.
Wow.
And it's books that actually enrich me.
Wow.
And especially on the business space. Give you better acumen in the business realm.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Yeah.
Always try to educate yourself.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn. Like right now, I'm reading a lot about digital and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have. Yeah. Somebody can do it. Somebody. I can have a team and then they just have a question, but I want to know to ask the right questions when that time comes.
Yeah.
So keep yourself sharp. The other thing is if it's somebody who's just starting to work or just left school, how do you better yourself? How do you do any professional courses that can be able to progress your career? I normally tell anybody, especially the young guys who come to work, by the time I was leaving Campo, I was telling myself, if I have a BSc in mathematics, what is BSc maths? What am I going to do? I didn't understand myself, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because am I going to go and actually start doing X over Y is equals to Z and all that stuff?
Cosine, something.
Yeah, cosine, tangent and all that. Because in fact in Campo, the maths in campus doesn't have numbers.
Oh yeah.
Told the epsilon is equals to delta if and only if, blah, blah, blah. And those are symbols that are just crazy, yeah?
Oh my goodness.
So in the business world, nobody will understand. If I come with that, I mean, that's crazy.
They will not get anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I opted to do CPA.
Yeah.
I did CPS, did some, other commercial courses on the way, just to better myself. So that when we go to that interview table, you unleash your degree, I unleash mine.
Yes.
I unleash my CPA, I unleash. You unleash something else, I unleash my CPA.
You as well do.
So just to be able to give myself an edge.
You're right.
At any point in time.
So you constantly keep
yeah. You just have to be ahead of the game, sharpening yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if you enjoy what you're doing, these other things to augment your
to complement all that work.
Yes. They just flow. They just flow. They just flow. Right now, I'm actually doing the Chartered Institute of Marketing diploma, which I'm going to finish by December. Somebody will ask me, why are you still reading? You're studying at I was in class yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody would wonder, what the hell? I mean, you're already a CEO.
Why are you studying?
Yeah, why are you studying?
What are you studying for?
Yeah. But it's that hunger to always, better yourself.
Yeah.
And I believe that answers straight to this question.
Yeah. So I think there are three more questions. I just want to pick it up. What advice do you have for someone young who's trying to start up a business and a generation behind you? I think that's a good question.
Yeah, that would definitely be a millennial, right?
Yeah, but first of all, I know, sorry, I'm trying to put you on the spot here. First of all, you talked about books that you listen to. Do you have this one particular book that you would recommend, and tell guys, hey, that book was very nice, you better check it out?
Especially for somebody who wants to start like this one.
Oh yeah,
let him just go and listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay.
For starters.
Yeah.
It's the reason I don't believe in owning a house.
Okay.
And tying up capital.
Yes.
Yet it could generate much more.
Yes.
In terms of return. So from a business perspective, Rich Dad Poor Dad is a very good book to give you, there's a way we especially young people or even our parents think from a peer pressure perspective. Mbona hujajenga?
I know.
Why haven't you built and all that stuff? So I'm busy here putting up businesses that can be able to ask yourself, if I leave, I take, and this one anybody can take with a pinch of salt. So you go take a mortgage.
Yeah.
You're paying it's a 5 million shilling mortgage.
Yeah. And
you're supposed to pay, say, I don't know, say 100,000 or 50,000 shillings per month.
Yeah.
Every month you pay 50,000 shillings.
Yes.
Now, and you're paying to the bank, right? Now, that 5 million, I can easily go, think of a business I can be able to do to be able to generate 100,000 shillings, right?
Yeah.
And the 50,000 you're paying, that house cannot get you a rent of 25,000 or 30,000.
It cannot.
For your information, yeah. Why don't I just take that 5 million, start something, or even fix it in the bond, the government bond, at that 12-14%.
Yes.
Come and pay 25k rent.
Yes.
And you have cash flow going in. Cash is king for anything you do.
Wow.
At some point in life, there'll come a time when you say, maybe I want to just give mama a nice house and all that. But when there's excess cash flow, for now, let's build that capital.
Build that capital.
As much as possible. And the only way to do that is, don't have dead capital. Don't tie up your capital.
Wow.
Use that money to generate money.
Wow.
Simple as that.
This is very good advice, man.
Yeah.
So don't just rush in. I mean, the book. So you better go and check it out.
Yeah.
So now, okay, I know I sort of like mixed up your question. So that's good advice for the younger generation. So I think what you're also telling them is that you better go and read good books that direct you on that, is it?
Yes. Just enrich yourself from that perspective.
Wow.
Yeah.
So personally, how's your day like? Somebody has asked that question, by the way.
Oh,
Can
really?
I read it out? Because I just decided to paraphrase it. They asked, I think it was about time. How do you manage your time? I think it's just like, how is your day like?
So one thing is, people normally say, most leaders would say, I wake up at 4, 5. I'm not a morning person.
You're not?
I'm not a morning, but
like
I can go till dead in the night.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But for me, most important is at least drop the kids in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we talk in the car. Those people, I'm telling you,
they have stories.
They have stories. So by the time I reach school, you've been changamushwad enough.
Yeah.
So that bonding is very important for me. And I try as much as possible to be the one that drops them to school.
Yeah.
Then from there you go to work. It depends. It depends on the days. You know, I can't say that I have a clear day that I can tell you today is strategy talk. Then you have your management meeting, going through the yesterday's numbers and things like that. There are days I have to go to the market, see my customers. I have to go to supermarket, surprise 1 or 2 customers in the till. I don't have a typical day. My day is, I go with the mood, I go with the spirit of the day, and as long as you enjoy it, things just flow.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So before we come to the end, because now we're already past 9.
Oh, okay.
Let me just give a shout out to Samuel Baraka. He also does amazing peanut butter. He's been here.
Okay.
He's saying very inspired.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for that. Najma. Oh, Najma is a big fan of Business Talks.
Oh, nice.
She's saying good morning, and then she says what? She's enjoying the discussion. And then she also says that, yes, lots of people have no knowledge of most products like that honey crystallizes.
Yeah.
People don't know, as we said, custom knowledge.
At least somebody knows.
Yeah. And then she's saying as well, better yourself day by day. Very important points there that you've spoken out. Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness, Lord, you know we can't exhaust. We can't exhaust you, as I said. And this has been so nice now. Now, what question am I going to take as the last one for you?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Maybe just tell us about the legacy you want to leave behind and then your parting shot.
For me, it's simple. I like giving.
Yeah.
And mostly through education. In fact, I normally toy with this idea of starting a fund of sorts, a Malel fund, to be able to go to Lokichar Primary School where I went, and be able to get that kid from Turkana and take them to some good school, and they can go and impact the community even better.
Yeah.
That to me, if tomorrow somebody came during my funeral and said he helped during my education, and I'm who I am today because there was that help, I'll be so peaceful in my grave.
Yeah.
For me, that would be my mission.
That's powerful.
That would be my mission in life.
Wow.
So today, as I leave Business Talk, I want to challenge anyone listening today to ask themselves, are you, as you live every day, are you writing your eulogy? And what would people say when you leave tomorrow? Nobody will care that you had 4 cars, a beautiful house or anything like that.
Very true.
Those are vanity.
Yeah.
What impact would you have have done? What would you have left in the society?
Absolutely.
You can be in business. Even as you think about profit, think about the implication of the impact to the community and the bigger populace.
Absolutely.
If you get an answer to that, and every day that becomes your purpose in life, you will live a very fulfilling life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Ish. What a powerful way to end. My goodness, what will you leave behind yourself when you go? Lovely. Thanks a lot, Joseph, for all your sentiments, all your time and all that. I know we even exceeded the time.
My pleasure.
This is Joseph Choge, the CEO, Premier Foods Limited. From December, you'll be a different title. Already appointed as, is it going to be CEO or MD?
It's a Group MD.
Group MD of Unga Groups Limited. Come in December, and we wish you well, man.
Thank you very much.
At least I'll always be saying, I know people, which is very good, very good. The subject has been leadership in business, and I hope you have taken out something. I'm sorry I couldn't read all your comments today because we needed to listen more, and I hope you have taken something out of this. Thank you so much for your time. Best Talks, that's it for now. And of course, just a shout out to Spot On Apparels. Thanks a lot for making me look this way. Asante sana. And by the way, I don't know whether our producer can actually run that, slide. If you really want to check them out, just there, right there, Spot On Apparels. It's going to be shown. Is it there? Is it there? Excellent. There you have it. Reach to them. They can make you look as nice as me, for all those people who are asking. Thanks a lot for your time. And by the way, you're already a convert, right?
Oh, yes.
You need to get a shot.
Yeah. It's a question of when are you doing this?
Right away.
Yeah.
Asante sana. Bye-bye for now. Keep working.